When people be saying stuff like they don't need a man, I'm like, I'm gonna just white people smiling. Be quiet. I'm gonna sit this one out and just listen because I don't have no input. Need them bad. Them kids that we had together, bad. They don't know that because I've never told them that, but I cannot do this by myself. Not just financially. In every category, I just cannot do this. I'm pregnant right now. I can't even get me a glass of water. I need him for any and everything. Tire low, need him. Trash stinking, take it out. Rent, car payment. Like, I'm an adult, but he's a real, you know what I'm saying? He's a real. I'm just here. I can't decide what we eating every day. I gotta ask him because I run out of ideas. He has good ones. You know what I'm saying? I'll be quiet. I stop talking. I start fiddling on my phone. I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
We're going to clap it up for her, man. We're going to clap it up because let's start off with this. Shout out to the content creator. Appreciate her sharing her insight, her perspective. And I think she absolutely 100% right. And the crazy part about it is, again, she's absolutely well kept. She's beautiful. She looks like a wife. She don't look like a baddie, right? Again, we don't want baddies no more. We want wifeys, right? And you can just tell she's really well kept. You could tell she has the right attitude. And not because she's saying that she actually needs a man, but just her whole demeanor. You know, she has a little sass to her, right? Which is good because you want that, right? You want that kind of fire in them. And that's just them having great energy, right? You could tell she's fun. But I wanna talk about her message, man. And I think this is what a lot of women, you know, really miss the mark on. But, you know, when she was saying how she overhearing them talking about they don't need a man, and I just think about just, you know, how this conversation has been infiltrated, right? And how somehow our design, just as man and female, how somehow it's led to we don't need each other, right? And I just think it's unfortunate, man, because, you know, I love my wife. I need my wife, right? And that's not saying I need it from like I'm handicapped, right? But no, I just think when we together, I can definitely see the magic. I can definitely see how it makes sense as far as how God created us, you know, the man and the female to be together, the yin and the yang, right? It just makes sense, man. It's just beautiful, especially when y'all learning together, y'all arguing together, right? Y'all going through life together, y'all building together. It's just a beautiful thing. And I like her take on it like, look, I need him for everything. And she, even with that, she's pregnant right now. And she like, look, we already have kids too. Look, hey, I need rent paid, right? Hey, the trash is stinking. Let's get it out. My tire low, my oil need checked. Like whatever she needs, he on it, right? But you can just tell that she's in her femininity, right? And how she comes off. She just, like I said, absolutely comes off as a wife, as an absolute wife, man. And it's just beautiful. You can just tell her energy, her spirit of it. It's just so pure, man. And again, I'm not sitting here saying she's perfect. I'm not here pedalizing her. I'm not doing that. But it's just a breath of fresh air when you know what you have at home and you see another version of that out there in the world. You like, man, this dude, I know he a happy husband, man. I know he is. And I can definitely can tell just by her energy, she definitely provides a lot of value to him, right? And again, man, it's just so interesting. One part she brought up when she talked about the kids, right? She was joking like they bad, right? She need him to help with that. But let's really dive into that, right? There's a lot of single baby mothers out there who got multiple kids. And one of the things about it is they online, they stressing, they crying, they just talking about how the guy they laid down with, he was all good in the beginning where they was able to lay down with him, right? And they was able to create life. But all of a sudden, he's a deadbeat. He ain't nothing. I hate him. He a POS, right? And then you see them crying online about how they struggling with their kids, and it's so hard being a single baby mother. I actually agree with it. It probably is hard, right? However, don't promote it like you want sympathy, right? Don't promote it like you want somebody to be crying while you on their shoulder. Like, here's the thing, and this is why it's important, man. And even now, I'm pushing like, look, don't have babies out of wedlock, man. It's just so important. I think that's been the ongoing, the congruent timeline, conversation, situation, experience for a lot of black women out there. And I'm sure a lot of white women too, right? Unfortunately, I don't. I'm sure Asian. Well, I don't want to say them. I don't see them online. I don't see Hispanic women online, Asian women, but I see white and black women online having the same talking points, saying the same thing. Hey, we struggling. We single baby mothers now. Either they was with a dude, they left him. They never was with him. They was happy when they was first with. Now he trashed. Blah blah blah. Right? The same old story. The same old talking point. At some point, ladies. At some point, man. Like, it get old, man. It get old. At what point do we not see that it's not working? At what point? Right? What we do see what works is what this young lady talking about. Like, what you mean you don't need a man? We got kids together. I need support. We all know by now. And maybe it's dumb. You know what? Let me say this. We should know by now that a 2-parent household is the way to go. Right? We should know that by now. Most successful relationships, especially when it comes to the kids, and again, I'm not saying all, right? But a lot of those come out better than being single. Right? And again, we know that not having that is the total outcome. We constantly see this movie over and over and over and over, and it's being played out the same absolute way. That is just not healthy for, especially women, because they out here struggling now for whatever reason, right? When it comes to they didn't want to have a relationship, maybe the dude didn't want to stay, right? I'm not going to put all the blame on them. However, at what point as a society, right, do we get tired of this because it's not working. It's not working, right? Having babies out of wedlock is not working, right? Single baby mothers is not working. Listen, yes, there's scenarios, but I think a lot of it, there's a lot of multitudinous factors that go with this, right? There are gold diggers out there. We know this. Look at Anthony Edwards. There are situations where the guy's just literally a deadbeat. But I think the most thing that being swept on the rug, turn the cheek at, not put emphasis on, is the accountability of women as well, right? It's just been too long that I think, again, and now I feel like the conversation is being had, but for me, everybody needs to be accountable, man. Everybody needs to be accountable. But I would say this, for the women out there who will see this video, and again, I love marriage. I'm married myself, and I always root for marriage. This lady on here, I'm not telling you to be nobody else, but I am saying, look at her energy. You know what I'm saying? Look at how she moves. Like, look at her attitude, the way she speaks. Like how she, even with her man there, you could tell she's an extension, she's a representation of their brand, meaning like their household. So no matter where she go, I guarantee she defend her husband, no matter what. No matter what. She is not playing about her husband. I guarantee it. This is the love you could tell, even coming from the screen. I've never met this lady in day in my life, but I can just tell if I ever met her that I could tell her energy would be flowing because she got a husband at home. And she got a man at home who's willing to take care of her. Right? And so this is what I want, again, men to understand by viewing this. This is the type of energy you want from the woman you're dealing with and your potential future wife, or if you're married. If you're not getting this energy, something wrong. First of all, if you are married. If you're not getting this energy here, something wrong. Right? And then for the ladies out there, again, like I said, you don't have to be her, but man, you could take something from this. You can take a lot from this 1 minute clip, a lot from this energy. So listen, we got work to do. We have a lot of work to do. But again, I just think that us as men, us the leaders, I shot a video earlier yesterday, and just the guy was saying he was talking about his type that he used to date, right? And he just saying, look, I got to switch it up because that particular type of woman now isn't what's given. It's not given wifey. You know what I'm saying? It's not given healthy relationships, not given peace, right? It's giving making me broke. It's giving, headache. It's giving me she's bad for me, right? We don't want that, man. We want strong relationships. We want strong marriages. And so, listen, man, like I said, you could take a lot from this clip and really like think about what I'm saying as far as like we playing the same movie out over and over and over. Ladies, I know at some point, and listen, I know there's a lot of y'all who we don't see online, right? Who are watching and seeing this craziness. I know. And I know there's a lot of dudes who like, yo, I'm good over here. I ain't worried about none of this craziness. But at some point, man, it's starting to be like they the loudest in the room. Meaning we starting to see more than us. So we got to change that narrative. And the numbers don't lie either, right? We seeing the divorce rates, right? We seeing the rates of single baby mothers. And it's been upticking constantly over the years. So obviously we're going in the wrong direction. And so therefore, this is what my channel is about, right? Making man better, right? Through personal growth, leadership, and marriage. I don't say just singleness, right? We need all three of those. How to be a better version, how to be the best version of yourself as a man. And therefore you can be in a position where someone like this young lady here, she's your wife and she's giving you that energy like, yo, I need my man. I don't know what these ladies talking about. I'm going to close my mouth. I'm going to smile and just look away. I don't understand that language. This is exactly what she's saying, right? And so, man, again, shout out to her. We need more women like this online, speaking up and speaking out. And again, it's not for us to be fighting among each other about the messaging, right? But there is a wrong and a right. Yes, it's right that, ladies can be single, they can go out and have fun, but it's not right to be having babies out of wedlock, man. When you've never got to meet a guy and he never even got a chance to know you, and y'all having unprotected sex, and then we got a baby, right? It just keep adding fuel to the fire where we need to be trying to put it out, right? Women can do that, but on the flip side, the other messaging is, look, it's great over here when it's working. It's a powerful thing. It's building your foundation for your future, right? You have a life partner, not just somebody for the night or not somebody for a few months or weeks. I have a life partner, man. We can build something in this life together. But again, I'm not putting all the blame on the women because that's why I'm here. I know a lot of men need work. A lot of us didn't grow up with fathers. A lot of us didn't grow up with leaders in our community that can be better examples on how men should roll. I didn't have that growing up. And so I had to find my own way. And thank goodness I found it, through different mentors and stuff just throughout my life journey. But, and now I'm back here sharing it back and giving back and attempting to build a community for more men to be better. So yeah, I make these reaction videos, for shits and giggles sometimes, right? But also don't miss the truth in these when we talking. Right? There's a lot of truth in these videos. And so we need to be able to plug in and see it what it's for and really pull the truth out of it. And I think that's what's going to elevate and help us for men and women, not just men. Right? Because my channel is specifically about helping men, because the women, all I can do is tell them things, but I'm not a woman, right? And I just hope they have more leaders, more people like me helping them, point out the different issues and, different things that's hurting us in our communities, right? When it comes, especially for marriage and people who want to be in, good relationships going forward. So, but anyway, like I said, shout out to the content creator. This was a great take on her. I love hearing stuff like this. I love seeing energy like this from women. And yeah, man, drop a comment below. Tell me what y'all think about this, And man, subscribe to the Husband Code. If it's your first time or if you've been watching for a while, subscribe. Also, if you got any value from this video, hit the like button and hit that notification bell because we constantly dropping videos like this all the time. And until next time, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.